Hi, this is Butler, and welcome back to Great Lead Marketing. Of course, we were just talking about the fact that leads come in and you need to put them into a marketing sequence, and most businesses don't do that. Well, if these leads come in, maybe each one that you do convert gives you £100 profit. Let's just take that as an example. And the maybes, we don't quite know what that's going to give you, but let's just assume you send out something like 100 letters and 3 of them come back and they deliver £100 profit to you. Well, that's £300. Now remember, you've also got some maybes in here, and these are the people who are going into the marketing sequence. So on the first off, the 100 letters go out, perhaps for wills or perhaps for some other type of business, which is a quite low value, but is good money to have nonetheless. And these 3 say yes, that's £300 in total profit, minus of course the costs of sending out the letters in the first place, which would be something like £30 or £40 for the letters. Now let's take the fact that if these maybes go back into this marketing sequence, so perhaps all these others who don't actually come straight back and say yes, perhaps they're taken on board through email, postcard, voicecast, newsletters, email again, and maybe another postcard, and perhaps SMS. Now remember, what happens is that once they go into a marketing sequence is that these people start to react and they start to consider buying what you've got. And we know that most people take between 6 and 7 hits or communications before they start saying yes. Now once these start coming back in, perhaps another one comes back and says yes, I'll take that, thank you very much, that's another £100 added to your profits. And if you continue to communicate with these people at very low cost, perhaps one comes back with an upsell, something which is more profitable because you realize that offering something of higher value may actually be appropriate in your communications to these people in the marketing sequence. And so what happens is these maybes get turned into more yeses, and perhaps someone comes back in a lower rate for a downsell because the first product wasn't exactly the right value for them. And what you notice is that even if someone doesn't say yes themselves, they can refer you on to somebody else, so perhaps a referral comes in from your immediate target list. Now look what happens to the amount of money that you actually make. Once you put people into a marketing sequence, you get more yeses, and the more yeses lead to more revenue. So what appeared to be £300 at first, once you put everyone through the marketing sequence, can turn into something like £750, a doubling of the profit of a marketing campaign. And what this means is that your initial thoughts of something not being profitable can be completely wrong, and it can be highly profitable to do certain marketing campaigns. And in fact, this can then totally transform the way you do your marketing and make you realize that certain things are worth doing again and again in much higher volumes. Of course, you should always test things out on small volumes first and tweak things to get better and better, and then do something when you're very confident on a much larger scale. So this is why it's very important that you consider a marketing sequence, and potentially one that goes on for infinity, because it can generate much higher profits than just going out once, maybe twice, and expecting to get a high return. The marketing sequence over a long period of time with massive benefits of much higher profits comes through a strategic marketing sequence. If that's the one thing that you can learn, the marketing sequences totally change the profitability of your marketing, and this is why they completely change how you market, because what appears unprofitable actually becomes very profitable, and therefore they change your entire profitability of your firm. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson about marketing sequences. If you want to know how to set one up, you know who to get in contact with, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.